Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another Nerdy Collective. Now that I got you. Ahoy, Captain. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. And everybody shows us on the catches on the rewind. I much appreciate it. So I had a couple shout outs. One that's very curious. I got an AOK on Saturday from a gentleman. I don't know who he is, but I got a couple comics in the mail and it's really cool. And I think, Captain, you're going to like this. I'll show you why, because I got a question to ask you about it. This is sent by Michael H, and he's out of Iowa. He sent me an address, so I'm trying to figure out whoever you are, Michael. I just want to say thank you very much for this. He sent me a Defenders issue 4. It's the Michael Bendis cover. But look at it. You can see, look at that. Awesome. Michael Bendis cover, really cool. He sent me that book. He sent me, this is actually really neat. And this is the question I got too for you, Captain. This is a Charlton Comics. So he must know my taste because this is a war Charlton comic book, issue 2. This is from 1975. It's got 5 stories in it. And here's my question, my brother. Is this a Mark Jewelers, Captain? Is this considered a Mark Jewelers? I don't have gloves on, so this sucks right now. Is this a Mark Jewelers? See the back? Now it's only the back page. That's all I'm showing you. It's not the inside. It doesn't have the insert, it just has that on the outside. So it's the back page of this book. So just out of curiosity, I found that kind of interesting. I noticed it right away when I was going through it. Okay. And then the next one, he must know me very well because he sent me a Fantasy Masterpiece, issue 4, Silver Surfer. This is my next, the actual real book of this book that I'm getting. That's my next Grail book. But yeah, beautiful book. Really nice. So thank you very much, Michael. I really appreciate that. Well, that's wonderful. That's going to my personal PC. And then a big shout out to Anthony Sika. Anthony Sika has been on the show a couple times. I've helped him publicize his book. He actually does his own books, Mercury Comics, publishes his own books, does his own material. So I bought a package that he had, and it's pretty cool. It's Vanarella. And he sent me some black and whites, actual original art pieces. Here's one. This is my favorite one coming up. The second one, sent me another one like that. Pretty cool. It's actually a comic book, but these are prints. He sent me prints. That's my favorite one. So that one I really like, Anthony. And he signed them. And then he sent me, he actually made some cards. So they got something on the back of the cards of a set of cards that he's got from the same line he's doing. There's one, Vanarella. There's another Vanarella, another card. And we got another one. Now these, I bought this set. I bought this package from him, like all of his other ones. He did Misty America as well. But this is his new one. So he sent me this. And what's really cool too, Anthony, I have to say this, if you catch us on the rewind, I really appreciate the crediting in the back of the book. In the backs of this book, he credits everybody that supported him. He's got my name and the Queen G in there, which is cool. And he signed them. Really cool. This is my favorite cover, Anthony, hands down. Love that. That is beautiful. Good story. Gonna keep you hanging. Here's another one. This one's really cool too. Love that. Little dirty there. Sorry. That's why we do this late at night. And then the last one, this homage cover. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So big shout out to you, Anthony. I want to say thank you very much, G-Man. Much appreciates. So let's get on with the show. And we got some special guests for you tonight. And let's go with our first. Bam. Yo, Jeff.
Not much. This is
There you go.
yeah.
There you
If you
are.
can see his art's up there. His the issue part 4. Hold on. I'll show you the art piece I got from
Yes,
him. Yeah, I got this
absolutely.
page from him.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Heck
So I
yeah.
got that. Yeah. So it's hanging up now. So and I got the page too on over there
That's
too.
another supporter. Jeff was another supporter. He had a lot of
Yeah.
backers on this one. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really, really proud of him. That's excellent, Anthony.
Yeah. Because I read it. I read it a couple days ago, but I had to open it early because of the damn mailman. So damn
Let's get
mailman
our
doesn't
next
know how
guest in
to.
here really quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep my guest waiting too long. So, boom, here we go.
Comic Pop family, what's happening? What's going on?
Deuce, what's up, buddy?
Not a lot, man. Just chilling. Good to be
So,
here.
awesome, awesome. So I'm noticing. Okay, so it isn't then a Mark Jeweler, a Mark Jeweler. Okay, gotcha. You're doing a G-man spelling check. Captain Spellfits. You're saying okay. So the back cover is not considered a Mark Jeweler. Okay, good to know. Good to know because I know you would know that because I know Captain collects
Cap's got
anything with Mark Jewelers.
Cap's got a gang of them. He's got a ton
Oh,
of Mark Jewelers
heck
books.
yeah. So what other ones did you get from him, Jeff?
I
Did you buy
got
the set?
yeah, I got the whole set. I got my favorite cover is this one.
Yep. See, I
But
like that.
My favorite Anthony cover is this one.
See, okay.
His original cover, yeah. So but there he actually had somebody a friend of his do it, and then his name is Tim Tyler. I'm looking
Okay.
for that cover.
Yep.
Give me a second. Yeah, here we go. The Tim Tyler cover. And he's
Mhm.
the yep.
That's
He's
cool.
done. Yeah, he supported Razor when Razor came out or something. I forget
Right.
the story behind him. So, but that's a
Yeah,
Tim Tyler
excellent
one. That's
cover.
not Anthony. And then Anthony
No.
got me
Yeah.
the Misty America signed by the cover model.
Oh, look at you. You get a
Yeah,
cover model signing. Thanks a lot.
yeah,
I'm kidding. I got
yeah.
her. I
And
got
then
she got her prints actually, her big poster
yeah,
prints.
and then he got me the first appearance of
Dark Child.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
first
cool.
appearance.
That's very
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, because he said, "Oh yeah, my shop out here got the first appearance of her." So it is the first appearance because I remember it came out on
Sweet.
this. Yep.
Yep.
So.
Very, very cool.
Mm-hmm. But then his piece of art is up back there. I told
There
him
we
I
go.
would.
Right in the back of your, in
Yeah,
the back of your head.
yeah. I
So how
told him
you
I would
doing,
put it up.
Deuce?
What's that?
How are you doing? What you been up to?
I'm
buddy?
good, man. I've it's been a kind of a wacky week, but
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's good to be
Yeah.
back on the show.
Excellent. You too, buddy. And I heard that I think Jeff was just telling me before the show that he went to a con with Steve today and he said it sucked.
It's straight trash.
How were their prices?
20. No, it was straight trash because it wasn't worth $20 to get in.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't worth the price they but because they had big. I know why they had big big anime people, not like the voice actors,
Sure.
and they had like a couple of famous artists, older artists. I understand, but the couple artists canceled. The major one, Mike Grail, actually canceled because he couldn't.
Really?
Yeah, Mike Grail was supposed to be there, but he canceled. So, I mean,
Huh.
it wasn't worth. Honestly, it wasn't worth the. Being honest, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't pay the. Dude, they wanted a VIP. The VIP wristband was $100. It wasn't worth $100. And the thing was a gymnasium prop. Like how a high school gymnasium, probably a
Yeah.
little bigger than that. Like old school high school gymnasium, and then how you have the old school like when you watch movies, old school like dances in a gymnasium, and you can go upstairs. Like
Yes.
there's a
So
there's
kind
a
of
part where
cheesies too at the same time.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Simple Simon's in the house. Yo, buddy, my Australian buddy. How you doing?
Simon.
Thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yep, Simon and what's his girl's name now? I can't remember.
What's your name, Simon? Come on, Simon. Europa
I know.
Comics. Thank you for being here, buddy.
Yeah, I keep it. Yeah, so yeah, I'm happy for him though. But
Heck yeah, me too, buddy.
yeah, I forget. But I actually read the new issue of Evil Ernie.
And I want to hear.
Pretty-
I can see it in his face.
Yeah, it's interesting because come to find out that the bar the kid was at, come to find out we know why. Now I know how what this it makes sense now. It is Ernie. It's just you know how Chucky has the soul type stuff where he's trying to take over another the kid's body or whatever.
Right.
So similar idea. Smiley.
Ray.
Yeah, Smiley's pin, like the smiley pin that they have. So I'm guessing it's his soul in the pin. So it's the actual character from the original runs soul in the pin because
so was it better than the original?
But it's a remake. It's not, but yeah, but it's getting it's not a remake. It's a actual. Yeah, it feels like it's like how Chucky is, you know what I mean? It's like
Cookie.
It's like another installment, basically.
Yeah. Like like the original character passed, but the pin is gonna continue on with the character. Like so the pin is throw himself into another body, and it's a
voodoo doll.
Yeah, it's pretty it's pretty interesting.
Okay.
It's just like because the kid hit on a bartender. Come to find, you know how Chucky has a girlfriend or wife or whatever it was. Yeah. So similar idea. It's a redhead. Robert and I would like this. It's a redhead bartender that talks and goes, I miss her, like towards the end of this book where he goes, oh, I miss Ernie. So come to find out, the kid already died. The kid's actually dead. So Ernie's actually in the body, but the kid's still in there. But the kid doesn't know that he's Ernie. You know what I mean? He's actually the original Ernie.
Wow.
So it's pretty funny.
And that's a Nirvana homage cover for Nevermind.
Yeah. But his 300. Yeah, his 300 cover is okay. The homage cover is okay, but the female homages to those 300 covers are horrible, man.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, are straight
in your
trash.
opinion, all right? That's your opinion.
Yeah,
right?
my opinion is straight trash. Those 300 covers are straight trash from Dynamite.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And I'm a Dynamite guy, and they don't support me, but they support everybody else around me.
Yeah, dude. They will put out 600 covers of one book. Believe me, I know.
Yeah, I know.
So I have a special announcement. I make this really quick. I want to get our guest on here because he's been waiting 15 minutes now. So I'm going to do this really quick intro to you guys. So for all you guys out there, all my fans out there, and all my brothers and sisters, just for you, I'm doing something special with John Hoffman. Him and I are going to be doing an earlier show. Everybody's been asking for an earlier show. This show is going to stay at the same time, the same place every Saturday when I get the opportunity to do it. And I'm going to be doing something probably on Sundays earlier. So I'm going to show you something me and John have put together, and enjoy. Here we go. Where did I put it?
Here we
go.
Go.
So that's going to be the show that we're going to be starting early on
Very
Sundays. Hope you guys like that. It's an intro him and I've been working on, so hope you liked it. And hopefully very soon, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Thank you guys. And now, without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Here we go. And
There's a road.
there's a road.
We don't need no roads.
Well, hello there. Didn't expect to see you. I was just reading Misty America by Anthony Seca.
Nice.
Awesome, buddy.
What
Thank
is
you
going
for
on,
being here,
buddy?
buddy? How you doing, Daryl?
I was just trying to go with the trend of the Anthony Seca love.
Dude,
Right.
good for Anthony. You really needs some publicity. It's good.
And I'm the slacker, of course. My bad.
No.
Well, I mean, I could clearly see you were holding the book.
He just got the really, really he got the really, really naughty cover, so that's why he,
I
he
was
can't see
laughing
him.
at
He's
something.
keeping
I
it, he's
wanted
keeping
to...
it low key under wrap.
So please, you guys, you're watching this on the bottom. All the links down below for Daryl's show. Last 3 shows that I really liked, go check them out. They posted down below.
I liked it when he played in the snow this time. It was
Yeah, it was
really nice
great.
when he played.
We're gonna get on that
Yes,
conversation. By the way,
you can
I
watch
have
me
to
be
say,
horrible.
Captain has me laughing right now. I gotta post this right now. Yeah.
Yep. Jehovah's Witness comic book pop collecting program for another year. Yes.
I love it. Little
Don't
cookies in
forget
the
the crazy
house.
Neka figures.
Awesome,
Cookie
awesome,
and
you guys.
Simon, what is going on? Cat, how's it going?
Very, very cool. Thank you, you guys.
Yep,
Yes,
Cookie.
it is Missing the Queen music because it kept on killing us. We had to start a whole new thing. So yeah, can't.
You know how good. You know how I do this every week with
Yeah.
how I catch up on my reading is when
Yeah.
when your intros.
Sorry, can't help it. Can't help it. I like
Yeah.
it. Hey, my guests are always special, just like you guys are always
Hey,
special.
I was going to
You
say
know
this.
that.
These effects are very special.
Oh, boy. Daryl, you're cool as hell, dude. I have to tell you
Hey.
something.
Hey,
And
I'm
if you guys
sharp as a
didn't
sponge.
if you haven't watched any Daryl stuff, I actually am fascinated by the science. You disc golf, correct?
I attempt.
Well, you don't. You know what? You do damn good for what you showed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
for a
curious.
nearly 50-year-old with a fake hip and a kidney transplant, I'm doing just fine.
Excellent.
yeah. He put me in my place.
You
He
got
put
to
me in my
keep moving.
place.
Moving
He put-
forward.
He
Keep
put me in my
moving.
place for disc golf because I've always thought disc golf had some type of golf ball. The deal.
You know what fascinates me, guys? You know what fascinates me is I didn't know there was such a science. Do you have any of those discs with you there, Daryl?
Now, why would anyone think
Of
I would
course
just
he
have
does.
discs laying around? That's
I
ridiculous.
love it, buddy.
Why would I do such a thing?
Okay, so I gotta ask, how many discs do you have?
Awesome.
Probably about 30.
Wow.
No,
Yo,
okay,
my
I'm on the
buddy,
very
bro.
low side of the disc family.
Yes,
What?
you are. You really are.
You have
I-
30,
I-
but how many have you lost?
Okay. All right. This is a two-sided answer.
Yeah,
If
go
you
ahead.
just say since I've started back in April, I've
Mhm.
probably lost like 3 or 4. But the first time I started
Okay,
playing
that's
was in
not too
about
bad.
2005, 2006. I played about 10 rounds and I lost 7 in the
Wow.
same pond.
Mm.
Wow. In the
Oh, okay.
pond. Oops.
So it's what happened is there's like a slope, and if it catches that slope, it's rolling right on into the
Yeah,
water.
right into the water.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious. The gentleman you've been playing with, Todd, is
Yeah, that was Todd in that one, yes.
that's your buddy you play golf with?
Yeah.
Or disc golf? Is
Yeah.
it called disc golf?
Yes.
What's
Yeah,
it called?
disc golf.
Disc golf. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've never understood the game of golf. I'll be perfectly honest. Hitting a little putt in a hole is never, but the frisbee thing, I could dig that.
Yeah, it's fun.
So please
Yeah.
do me a favor, Darryl, for people that are watching this for the first time. Explain to us, you got the discs in your hand. I'm going to blow you up. Sorry. I want you to explain what is, there's got to be a different technique, a different thing for every disc. Is that right?
Different weight too, right?
Yep.
You generally, I think generally you want to have the same weight across the board. Like
Okay.
me, I have lighter discs because I'm old and I don't throw very far. And
I'm used to old Whammo frisbees. I used to have an old Whammo frisbee.
It's funny. It's not a Whammo frisbee. A few years ago when I did the Virginia 4-miler, they had they threw a frisbee in there, and it looks like, you know, those things when you have like potted plant.
Yeah.
And you stick something underneath to catch the water.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Like this is more of a fairway driver. It's thinner, so it cuts through the air a little bit more. They have like drivers that are even more thin than this.
Okay, so out of curiosity, Darryl, so what? Okay, we're all nerds here, and our expenses for our hobbies are always varied in price. So what does a disc like that cost?
Like I'm generally on the cheap side of discs. Like the most expensive ones that I have are about $20 some odd.
And
but like some of these, like this particular one, this leopard I bought was $6.99.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not $699, $6.99.
Right, I got you.
Yeah, a lot of the Innova discs like that. I've played quite a bit myself, and I'm not nearly, you know.
I didn't know that, Deuce. Really?
Yeah. I used to play a lot in California. I used to play a lot in Morley Field.
Nice.
Well, I'll tell you,
Morley
he's got
Field
my
is one of the
fascination,
most
for sure.
renowned quote unquote stoner courses in all of Southern California.
Stoner courses.
No, seriously, it's featured in High Times, the magazine. No joke.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's one hole in particular that's featured in particular. In San Diego, in High Times magazine, and my buddy and I used to play it all the time. So I mean, I played quite a bit of disc golf, not probably nearly as much as Darryl, but it's a lot of fun. But he's right, there's a lot of discs out there that, like, especially the ones that've got the crazy cool graphics on them and stuff. You know, I think you could pay $20, $30, $40 for a disc.
Yeah.
Continue.
The most expensive one I just recently bought. It's actually this Stingray. It's just because the Stingray is my favorite disc, and they quit making them, so now they're getting rare. So I ended up paying like $35 for it.
Wow, what makes it your favorite disc?
It's just the way I throw it. It will when I throw it backhand, because you can throw backhand or forehand, and it does different things.
Yep.
But it will go to the right, and then it'll fade back to the left at the end.
Really?
And it works really good on one hole in particular that I play.
So the other discs,
like my Paige Pierce Soul, Paige Pierce, professional disc golfer,
Yep.
best female player in the world. Like this one right here is more of a kind of my upshot disc, kind of my layup disc.
Okay.
And it'll come in and it'll just kind of come to the right and stop pretty quick because it's thicker. So it will stop, and it's a slower disc, so it won't go as far. And then we have my putter. That's for when you're in real close and your putts.
Oh, so it's the same thing like almost golf
Oh, that's
almost.
kind of
So
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
short. That's like what? Just throwing it in?
Yeah.
Just like throwing it in?
Yeah.
You're throwing into it like a chained basket, basically.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Now, if it hits the chains and comes out, does not count.
That's
You know,
right.
the good thing about the good thing about your hobby is it gets you outside and gives you a little exercise at the
Yes.
same time.
And
Yeah.
another great thing about this hobby compared to golf,
Yeah.
the courses are free to play.
Yeah.
A lot of them are free to play. There's some of them that actually charge a little bit of money, but depends.
Yeah, from the golf course to the golf cart, or if you need a golf cart and
Yep.
the clubs and then the liquor and then everything else top on top of that.
Yeah, but even a public golf course usually is going to cost you $50 a round a lot of times.
See,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never played golf in my life. I've played putt-putt. That's not considered golf.
It's
but
mini
I've
golf.
never played golf.
Mini.
I like putt-putt. Putt-putt was always fun. But yeah. Very cool.
I mean, you can get started with. They had like the 3-disc or 4-disc just beginner sets.
Okay.
You can get started for like $40 or so.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, you can go to like most sports stores and they'll sell like exactly like you said, like a starter set.
So, out of curiosity, do they have like competitions and stuff for it now and all that?
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Oh yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
Why
this
don't I see
off-season-
this on like channel? What channels do channels show any of the disc golf?
Everything is on YouTube right now. Every now and again, you'll see something on. Like they'll have like a ESPN special.
2, yeah,
Really?
ESPN 2 or something like that. Or
I'm curious now. You got me
I
curious.
mean, this off season, like some of the top players signed massive contracts.
Really?
There's multiple $1 million plus players. One guy just signed a 4-year deal for $1 million a year, and his signing bonus was $250,000 in Bitcoin.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, Ricky Wasaki.
Wow.
Last year, Paul Macbeth, he signed a 10-year $1 million per year, so $10 million, and his signing bonus was a brand new McLaren.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because Paul he lives like right around where I live,
Wow.
and every now and again you get to see the McLaren in this little junky town.
Wow.
It stands out.
Very cool.
Yeah, my buddy out in Southern California got me into it. He's like, "You want to play disc golf?" I was like, "What?"
Yep.
And I was like, "Sure, I'll go." And like, I was like, "I don't know what the hell I'm doing."
Well, I have to be honest with you guys. I remember like in Minnesota, when I lived in Minnesota, there was a park there called 9 Mile Creek, and they had a disc course there, but I never played it. Never seen anybody playing it. So I was always wondering what that was. And I find that fascinating. I'm just sorry. I'm nerding out on it after watching Darryl now.
Yeah.
I'm watching a few of Darryl's videos, and it's got me interested. That's actually pretty cool.
It's really fun.
Yeah, so Darryl, how is it playing in the snow? Like I saw the latest one. How was it playing in the snow, man? It's like since the disc are weighted anyway, so if it if it had a major snowfall or whatever, does it set it off course at all? Like if the snow even hits it a little bit, like if it's snowing in general?
Well, the biggest problem I had was just getting good footing. Like when I get ready to throw, my feet would kind of slide and kind of turn, and that was really tough. And it's really like because our snow that we had this particular time was really fluffy, so it'd be like throwing it on a beach and it just kind of stops in the sand. That's what I was basically doing most of the time. So it wasn't getting any good skips. So that was kind of tough.
Yeah, when it's dry out, you definitely can get some good skips and stuff. But I've seen some really funny videos too, where like guy hits the chains and hits the side, bounces out, and rolls 25 feet the wrong way.
Wow, really?
I've seen it.
Oh, I mean, if you saw one of my videos with my new beginning on my last video, I intentionally put the one clip in. I'm like 5 feet away. I throw it. It hits the chains, and then the disc hits the pole.
Yeah,
and it comes out and it rolls down a hill like 30 feet.
I think I saw that. I think it might have been your video I just recently saw that I was laughing at because I was like, oh my God, we've all done that if we played before.
And I really wanted to do it because I don't know how to edit real well. I wanted to do it so it shows me throwing it in and it starts rolling. Then it goes back up into the chain, into my hand, back to the chain, back down.
Right.
Just kind of having to keep going back and forth a couple times. I thought that would be hilarious.
Yeah, it's when everybody who's played disc golf has had that day.
Yep.
No, but it's funny. I go to work every day, but there's a empty lot. But since I've been watching Daryl's things, I've always seen something in the empty lot, and I'm like, what the hell is that thing? And then I'm like, what the hell is it? Why is there a disc golf thing right in the, like, no lie, there it's like right in the middle of that damn empty lot. The whole lot is empty, and it's one.
They put it in the middle of an empty lot.
So this is kind of cool because this is kind of a different part of the hobby. Like I said, the Nerdy Collector Show is about everybody's hobbies, pop culture. I don't care what you collect, what you do. It's all part of the hobby.
Yep.
So, gentlemen, Jeff and Deuce, ask questions for Darryl, and anybody in the chat would like to ask a question.
Well,
Please put it in the chat.
I heard through the grapevine that he won his little what was it fantasy football thing. I heard from somebody. You got to.
I did not want to bring the trophy back out again, but here it is.
Very cool. Okay, so what was this trophy for?
Winning this trophy actually in particular is
It's
actually my brother.
disc
He owns a convenience store, and he donated money to one of our local little leagues, and they won the championship, and they were going to give him a trophy. And he's like, no, don't give me a trophy. Just use the money for something. And they're like, we've already paid for the trophy. And I was like, heck, just make it out to me. So they made the trophy out to me. And now I'm claiming this is the Fantasy Football League trophy for the Johnson Show.
Nice.
I purposely did it because Steve told me to do it. That's why I did it.
I mean, how would he have known the trophy would have been right here beside me?
He told me that damn thing would have been sitting there.
Yeah. I just had it on the last show I did a couple hours ago. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. That's awesome.
So Darryl, how, as far as disc golf goes, how well do you shoot? Like, what do you? Of course, usually par 70.
No, well, par, it depends on what course. Like the main course we play is a 18-hole par 3, so it's 54.
Right.
My biggest issue is with all my medical issues, I just can't throw very far.
Right.
Like I'm throwing like 160 to maybe 175 consistently, which the professionals, they're throwing 500 to 600 feet.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like on that short par 3 course, I'm trying to just get it par. Now we have a course that they just put in it's a world-class professional course. It's a par 68.
Right.
I shot 67 over par.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a frustrating day and humbling, very humbling.
Yeah. Well, I know I can relate. Like being on the West Coast, there's not a whole lot of as many trees, on some of the courses and stuff. It's a lot easier. Then I come back to the East Coast and start, trying to throw in disc golf, and I hit like every freaking tree.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it's par 4 on this one, and I'm shooting 7. All right, okay, this is terrible.
All right. Well, it's the new Paul McBeth course, and it's called New London Tech. And the biggest issue is the fairways are professional, so they're very tight, and all the holes are very long. The toughest one is about 1,275 feet.
Right.
And it's hard to not throw it out of bounds because it is so tight.
Yeah.
And those guys can. I mean, I shot a 14 on that par 5. And you see the professionals. Well, Paul and he thought, if you get a birdie on that, you've done something really good, because it is literally one of the hardest holes in golf.
Yeah, I'm always super pumped if I get a birdie. If I hit par, I'm over the moon.
Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way. Oh, Joker sent me a message.
Okay, so all right. I'm very undereducated when it comes to golf and what it means by par and all that. Can you please explain it to me and people that may not know, they'll watch this show later on? Explain it, what it means, 4 over par, that kind of thing.
Par basically means it's what they figure the average score would be. Like if
is that shots you've taken?
Yeah, shots you take. Yeah.
Okay.
At the par 3 course, like every hole's a par 3, and the longest hole on this particular par 3 course is like 260 feet. So they figure, everyone the average on per hole should be about 3 per hole. So if you shoot 2 over par, that means you got a 5 on that hole. And if you shoot 1 under par, which is a birdie, that means you got a 2 on that hole.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You get an eagle.
Gentlemen?
Eagle's usually 2 shot. 2 under, right? Or if you get like of course you get the hole in one, which is like the immaculate, reception, basically of like that's the craziest. Like one of my buddies actually shot that on a blind hole around a corner, around a bunch of trees, which was completely random.
Nice.
You can't even see where the basket is, but he threw the disc and threw it so hard and so well, and you literally yell clear on whatever hole we're on where you get to it, right? You go clear on 16, or whatever hole it was, and then people go clear, and he literally launched it, and then the next thing you hear after the launch was like, chains.
Chains guy, yep.
And he was, we all were like, "Are you serious?" And we get to where the, of course I hit every freaking tree in the bunch. So like, 5 minutes later, by the time we get to the dang thing, his disc is literally in the basket.
I've come close. I hit one. It was just on the right side chain. When I let it go, I was like, "That's beautiful. That might have a shot." And it just chained out. I was like,
yeah, he aced the hole, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" I was like, "Dude, this is crazy!" Like he completely.
All right, I got a question. Since we always when you're playing golf, you yell 4. But when you do it in disc golf, has anybody actually got hit by one of your guys' disc at all?
No, not by ours. No, we make sure everyone's clear on ours. But you can watch some YouTube videos where there's some guys. There's this one guy. He's a spotter, and apparently the one guy didn't spot and raise the flag and say, "Hold on, don't go yet." Smack the dude right upside the head.
Wow.
And these things are not soft.
No, they're not.
Big shout out to Firehawk. Thank you, buddy, for being here. Captain, you're hilarious.
Yeah, probably left a big welt on the back of the head.
Down below. Last time.
And it with a kid. No more golf for me. Yeah, I hear you.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen. We used to play, like I said, in San Diego a lot, and they were dog-friendly courses. I've seen actual dogs go and pick up people's discs and run off with them, which is kind of fun. So, like, you're at a course and you're shooting, right? And somebody's dog just comes up and grabs a disc, or like, we'll try to grab it out of the air. You know what I'm saying? As it's coming down.
You go like, flying and jumping and get that would be great.
But I've also seen some cool stuff, too, where, like, you found a disc, because, like, out there, like, a lot of people would write their phone numbers on it.
Yep.
You could, call the number, be like, "Yo, I found your disc."
Yep.
Sometimes people would be like, "Oh, keep it," or whatever. Or sometimes they'd meet you and like you give back their disc or whatever. Because they're, some of them are not cheap.
Yeah.
So, but we always try to be courteous as far as like if we found one that had a phone, or we'd call and go, "Hey, I found your disc. At this field. You want to meet me somewhere close or whatever," and we, give the disc back or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
are
cool
there like $100 disc? Or they're like almost like $200-$300 disc?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's the difference?
Like that.
Yeah, so what are the difference in between $100 disc and between like a $20 disc?
Most of them is just the design on it. They just make kind of limited edition discs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's like limited edition graphics on some of them, and some are like cool.
This
like
Paige Pierce disc I have right here. Spears. It was a Kickstarter only disc, and it was like $40 for her Kickstarter.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's some glow in the dark ones. There's some that like have like glitter and sparkles and like it's just like comics, right? So any kind of comic cover you could think about, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like that, like because you can get somebody to do like some crazy graphics on it, or like glitter, or like sparkly designs, or like glow in the dark.
What would be kind of cool to see is actually a Perillo one. That'd be kind of neat.
I mean, it'd be really cool. I mean, those would not be cheap.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way cool.
That's way cool.
That's awesome.
This one was the Halloween special Buzz.
You'd steal Queen. You'd steal Queen. Queen would steal you for that. Queen loves that character.
Dude, I would have bought a Ghostface disc, man. If I didn't know about that, I'd have bought one of those. That's
really
cool.
They had them at and played against sports, and they were only $20. So I was like, I got to get one.
Sure.
Yeah, if I saw that, I'd have picked that up too. Any kind of horror related disc, I'd have been like, mine all day. And that would never get played with.
And they did have another one that had, by a different company, that had a few other horror characters on it as well. I know Mike
Have you
Myers
seen
was
comic
one of the
ones?
characters on it.
Daryl, have you seen comic disc? Like
Yeah.
comic character disc or anything like
Well,
that?
there were people that actually dyed the discs and put
Oh, okay.
all kinds of stuff on them. So yeah,
Oh,
you
wow.
can find
There,
that.
there's even tie-dye looking discs too that
Yeah.
are cool looking. I mean, there's all kind of anything kind of plastic like thing you could imagine they've done with disc
Yeah.
golf disc.
So I mean, it's one of those things. If you want a Vampirella, I can see if I can find some guys. Because I'm sure there are guys that'll make them for you.
I'm sure
Bro,
they
that'd
will.
be cool. That'd be
That
kind of
would
cool.
be
To get
really
a event.
cool.
Yeah.
I did
I
see
could
a
think of a
Harley
squid or
Quinn
an octopus or
marker, and I was
something.
going to get. I'm like, then I've never used this. I'm like, I better not get that. And I knew I do love my Miss Harley Quinn.
So how long you been doing it now, Daryl?
Just since April last year, since I got back into it.
Oh, that's excellent, buddy.
Yeah. I wish I had kept going back in like 2007 when I first started, but
Yep.
I would have been a lot
Keep
better.
doing it, buddy. It's doing good. It's doing good for you as well.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's the
Definitely.
biggest reason they've had a big boom in the last year because, people can't be inside. And if you're outside playing disc golf, you're usually not within 6 feet of each other.
Exactly.
So people can go out and play.
Get outside and get some fresh air. Absolutely.
And there's a lot of courses. You'd be surprised if you actually
Yeah.
looked around, like you're, wherever you live. There's a
Let's
lot
make
more
it a
courses
fad,
than you
Daryl.
think.
Let's make it a fad. Everybody will be out there playing. Then you won't be able to play on your courses anymore.
I was
The
like,
only-
let's not do that because I like to go to
Yeah.
my course and actually play.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah, I agree. It's way more fun to not have to wait 20, 30
Or
minutes
have to
to
pay
tee
for the
off.
course. Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Or just
I mean-
throw the disc and make sure just to hit every single one of them and they'll get all out of the
We're
way.
throwing Captain America disc out there. It's banging out 3 people at once.
That would be
What's
kind of
funny-
cool to have
what's
a
funny-
Captain America looking shield one. That'd be kind of
Yeah,
neat.
that would
Yeah.
be cool. Very,
Yeah.
very cool. There's
What's-
a lot of ideas on that. That's actually neat.
What's funny is
Have your
playing Morley Field in San Diego. There were literally times where we would go buy the wristbands because you had to buy the wristband, right?
Mhm.
And it was not expensive. It was like $3, per person to play the course or whatever. But if you didn't have a wristband and they caught you without it, because there would be people that would run around and check out stuff or whatever. But $3 is cheap to play a game, right?
Yeah.
And for a good afternoon of disc golf, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But sometimes there would be a line to tee off. So we would have to wait sometimes 20, 30 minutes, depending on when we got there to go play. So I totally get what Daryl's saying. Don't make this a fad. Don't make this a thing where everybody goes out there. Because it's tough.
I want
when you want to go play,
but not too many.
because
Yeah, I
it's
got
tough
you.
when you want to go play and you got to sit there and wait for 20 minutes to even tee off on the first
Yep.
tee.
That
Then you get
was
behind
tough,
a bunch of other people, and depending on their skill level, you got to wait that much longer per hole,
Yeah.
depending on
If
what's
you
going
get behind
on.
me, you're waiting.
Yeah, that's just it. It just depends. So it's a lot better and it's a lot easier sometimes with the smaller courses to just go out and throw. And
Well, the biggest
fire
thing
hard.
is etiquette. A lot of people don't realize you should let people go through if they're going faster.
oh yeah, for
There's a
sure.
lot of people that just keep playing, taking their time, and dude, come on, let us through.
Right. But we always did the same thing too, because we usually played pretty quick. So
Yeah.
if we were going faster than somebody else, would be like, "Can we play through?" They'd be like, "Yeah, go ahead," or whatever. But we used to ask to take because it made sense, right? Just like in golf,
Yep.
But a lot of people don't know the etiquette. You're absolutely right.
But that's
here's the
normal
thing,
golf
you
too,
don't need to
man.
know how to play golf to play disc golf. So there you go. And there's
Yeah, but
an
that's-
awesome app called UDisc.
Uh-huh.
And it will
Okay.
give you for I think it's like $14. No, I'm not sponsored, but it's
That's all right.
like $14 a year or something like that. And you can every course, it's got so many courses in it. And each hole will tell you how many feet it is to the hole. It will
Really?
you can just punch in your score as you go along. And it's got a
Nice.
search thing, and it will show you all the courses in your area.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And that I'm
Right.
like, it's a very well done app.
I don't know anything about that, but again, I'm not sure I ever want to keep my score because my score's usually terrible. So I'm like, no, I'm not keeping it.
Hey, listen. What was it? Jeff, or no, wait a minute. Firehawk
Mhm.
said something in the chat. He says, Firehawk says, and I have to agree with you, Firehawk. I'm sorry, but it says I call golf whack fuck. Yeah, that's what I've never understood. That's what I've never understood, buddy.
All right.
Never understood. These rich guys out there with all these expensive golf clubs hitting a little tiny ball in a little hole. Never
No,
understood it.
I think my favorite analogy of golf ever done by anybody ever was Robin Williams.
Yes.
Robin Williams.
Yes.
Robin Williams did the analogy of golf. He goes, and he does it in the Scottish accent. And he does it great. He's like,
Yes.
no, I came up with this great game. He's like, you take a stick and you walk a bull. Oh wait, what do you do with it? No, you walk it down a hole. And he's like, wait, but then we're gonna put a bunch of trees and a forest and a lake in front of you. And like, I mean, like the way he did it was just absolutely brilliant.
Beautiful.
Like that was probably, if you've not seen the Robin Williams, description of how golf came to be, and like that is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, it is.
It is amazing. Like it's funny to this day. I don't care how many times you watch it, that still cracks me up.
Real quick shout out to our chemist, buddy. What is up?
How's the kiddo?
Hey, that little baby of yours. I see the pictures recently on Facebook. Oh my god, he's so cute.
Hey, Darryl, is there trick shots in like disc golf and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Watch Simon Lizotte.
Mm-hmm.
Some of his trick shots are, I mean, I don't know how he throws so far, but not only does he throw a long ways, he can throw them really high and turn them whichever way he wants. It's incredible watching him play.
Well,
have you seen? I got a question. Have you seen somebody actually throw it with both hands, like two discs with two hands, or no?
I have not seen that.
Okay.
But you know what? Make a video, post it on YouTube, and you can be number one.
I
would suggest this way and not do this way.
Yeah.
But what's weird is though, like a lot of discs have different like
weights,
either weights and turn ratios too, because some turn right, some turn left, depending on how you throw.
Yep.
So every kind of
yeah.
Thing,
at the bottom, you'll see these numbers.
Yep, the numbers. Yeah.
And they will tell you the characteristics of the discs.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's just say if you didn't know, and then you ended up throwing them, and one curves left when you threw a one that goes, so they would collide with each other pretty much if you throw them at the same time. I would think.
It really, yeah. I found it fascinating because I'm watching him play this. Everybody out there, Darryl's links are down below. You can watch him play. It's actually really interesting. It looks like fun. I love to play it.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
I love to play it. Oh my goodness.
Let me rephrase that. It's a lot of fun the first few times to play it, and then you start thinking, I'm getting good. That's when it gets frustrating.
Yeah, it does, because like it's weird because I used to throw like one when I first started playing, I didn't have any discs. Mm-hmm. My buddy was loaning me discs, and like he had like a dozen or whatever, and he's like, okay, you throw this way, so you probably need this disc to do this. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I had no idea what he was talking about. Yeah. So, but he gave me a Sidewinder, and the Sidewinder ended up being like my driver disc because of the way that I threw. It just like would naturally curve back the way that I wasn't supposed to throw. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it would go the different direction that I didn't think it was going to go.
Yep.
But he knew his discs well enough to know and instruct me, because I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I was like, I just thought I was, throwing a piece of plastic. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Right. But he was pretty good. He was one of those guys that literally could step up to the tee and throw, 600-700 feet. He could do that.
Oh, good Lord.
I was like, how in the world?
Color me jealous.
I mean, yeah, me too. I was like, I would see him tee off, and I'm like, how in the shit are you doing this, man? Like, I would just be like, I throw the thing and I throw, 250 feet. He's throwing it like 400 or 500, 600. I'm like, what the hell? But he'd been doing it for a while and it was really pretty decent at it.
Yeah, I got one for Darryl though. Have you had one boomerang back and actually almost hit you?
No.
No good. No. But has that happened to anybody though?
Well, here's the thing: if you playing golf one time, it was a stiff headwind, and I hit a wedge, and a wedge makes the ball go higher.
Right.
and I'm about 120 feet out, so I'm 120 yards out. So I'm thinking this will be enough to get it there. It went out, and the wind blew it back, and it landed like 15 feet in front of me.
Okay.
So that's the closest I've had to that.
Okay.
Big shout out to Barbarian Kung Fu. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Barbarian.
Air Spider 23, my brother. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Awesome, you guys. So,
Deuce, what are some of your favorite discs, by the way?
yeah.
I generally throw a Sidewinder. My mid range is kind of whatever, and like my putter is also kind of whatever because like I don't have as much experience, and I've not played as much as I used to in California.
Yeah.
Since I moved back to the East Coast, but I like a lot of stuff that's usually just like you, kind of midweight, nothing crazy heavy, nothing crazy light. But I mean, in general, like to me, like with a lot of the courses here, there's so many trees on the East Coast.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I try to, just like you throw backhand.
Yep.
Because if you throw forehand, like you're so much more likely to like tree out like every 6 feet off the tee, or go or loft it into a tree.
Yep.
And there's so many woods in courses with woods too, so that's the other thing is like you could lose a disc like in the leaves or in the woods. And
that's the worst, isn't it? When you throw one and you see it land in the leaves, and then
you're like
for 15 minutes trying to find it.
Yeah, and you're like, where the hell did this go?
It was right here. I saw it hit right here.
What was even worse with playing with my buddy is he was colorblind.
Oh boy.
So he had red. He was red green colorblind. So the worst thing with him was like he'd be like, "Bro, can you see my disc?" And I would look around and be like, "Oh yeah, it's over here," because he would never find it.
Yeah. I have a red disc. I throw in this one hole in particular, and there's a lot of trees around, so it's shady, and it's a lot of dirt there. Right. I have the hardest time finding that disc, and it can be right there, 10 feet from the hole, in the grass, in the dirt, with nothing around it, and I'm just looking all over.
Yeah, my buddy used to say that if roses are red and grass is green, and he knows that, but if you put a red rose in the middle of your lawn, I'll know it's there, but I'll never find it.
Yep. People always ask me this. How do you know the difference between a red light and a green light? Well, I know the red light's on top and the green light's on the bottom.
Exactly right. Yeah. Like I remember talking to him about purple being the conspiracy color because purple was like to him was like a different shade of blue. So like I was like, well, right, that the Minnesota Vikings are purple. He was like, no. And so are the Baltimore Ravens. He's like, no, you're full of it, man. You're bullshitting me. I was like, no, they really are purple. That's their team colors. Because, like, if you're red, green, colorblind, purple's like the conspiracy color.
Well, I know they're purple because they were called the purple people eaters.
Well, right. That's also true, too. But again, that's what's kind of funny to people who are red, green, colorblind. Like, to try to find a red disc or a green disc,
that would really suck, man. Like, I can imagine him throwing a green disc, and then since the grass is green, man, it lands in the grass, and you'll be like, what the hell? Where's the disc?
So that's why he would always
throw something bright, and it'll kind of stand out.
Yeah, he would use bright, weird colors too to throw because it just made more sense for him.
Yep.
Right.
But if you threw a red or a green disc, I could find it. He couldn't find it.
Yep.
All right, I got a question for Darryl. Yeah. I know it, you guys said East Coast has more trees. So have you seen somebody actually climb up a tree and try to get their disc?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have an extension thing that, I mean, it will go to like 18 feet because sometimes they're in the tree, sometimes they're in the water, and you can fish them out. Yeah.
So have you actually gone fishing in the lake to see if you can get other disc out of the lake? Like, besides your own disc?
I have not, no.
No, okay.
I mean, like the one, it's really muddy and nasty. There might be leeches and who knows what else is in there. Like, if it gets down in there, I'm like, you know what? I'm just donating that one to the course.
Okay.
Which is also cool because you can do that. Like a lot of courses too will give you like loaner discs too, and they don't charge you for them because a lot of them are given away, like just like he said. So that's also cool too in the disc golf community.
Keep it up, Darryl. It's good for your health. It's good to get outside. I think that's excellent.
I need to get back to playing, man. You're inspiring me, man. Honestly, I've not played in a long time. I need to get back and playing. My bag's still in the trunk right now.
That's what you said earlier, is that when people lose disc, for me, when I find one, I always I usually text them. But the thing is, when they don't have a number on the back, there's only one thing to do with that disc. You stick it in your own bag because it's yours.
In your own bag and keep playing with it. Yep.
I feel horrible about that. I'm just like, I want to call somebody because they lost a disc.
Yeah, but it's kind of fun too. The karma kind of comes back around though when you lose one, find one kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Like the karma keeps coming back around.
Yeah, it's 100% true. Really
have you found an expensive disc there? Like somebody's want an expensive disc, like a really expensive disc? Like
I haven't. I have not. No.
No,
I haven't either.
Yeah, that would. I mean, I can understand. Like if you threw it and you don't, if you don't put your number on a expensive disc, that would be kind of stupid. I would think.
Yeah. Well, I will say this: we have a decent number of professional guys that play around here, and the thing of it is they're sponsored by companies, so everything they get is free to them. So
so they don't really care.
Like,
so
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're generally the ones that's going to actually have an expensive disc.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah, because I'll tell you right now, because me and my buddies, like, we never had an expensive disc. If we did, we never threw it because it was cool, and we just were like, dude, this is so cool. But we never threw it unless it was like, amongst each other.
Yeah.
Never on a course because it was like, okay, if I lose this $40 disc, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So real quick shout out to Firehawk. Firehawk, you asked me what I'm reading. I multitask, so I'm always multitasking continuously. One I'm about a quarter of the way through is Carl Sagan's. This I got from my honey.
You posted that one day and was talking about that.
Yeah, I love this book. This is so good, you guys.
Yeah, that'd be one I would like to read.
Demon Haunted World, that's what I'm reading now. And at the same time, I'm about halfway through it. But Viva Vendetta, I just I'm reading the trade.
Oh, dude. One of my all-time favorites.
Excellent.
Alan Moore is brilliant.
Yes, it's excellent.
So does Rob, do you read the mask and read it at the same time?
Dude, I do. I read I'll stop and then I'll go to something else. Continuously. You know me, squirrel. Can't help it.
Yeah, I know.
Vitamin D, Firehawk said. Hell yeah, you are.
Vitamin D.
And totally. And we got Art Chemist saying, did you guys watch the Book of Boba Fett? Yes, I did.
Yes.
I watched the first episode. I have not finished that second one yet.
I watched the first, not the second. I agree. Same.
I'm caught up. And all I got to say is, I love it. I'm loving it. It's mellow. It's not fast paced, but it's cool. It's cool.
It's not for Darryl if it's not fast paced.
I mean, I've said this before. If it doesn't have something to hook me early, I'm out.
See, I like those.
I like something to hook me.
I totally get you, buddy. But I like those side stories that they tell. Mm-hmm. It's just like Star Trek, for example. Star Trek came out with multiple novels, little mini stories, tons of them. There were like 50, 60 copies or more. And you'd read them and everything would be an adventure. So yeah, I watched it. Also, I haven't seen her in so long, you guys. Fuchsia only is in the house.
Fuchsia.
Yes. I have a video of my brother saving his own disc. He thought he lost it when he went into the river at the course. Wow.
Yeah, it happens.
Wow. Very cool. It's so cool to see you, Fuchsia. It's been a while. And hold on, where are we here? Yes. Yes. It's really good, buddy. Really good.
Fuchsia Vendetta is one of my all-time favorites.
I've seen the movie. I still haven't read. I've read maybe the first couple of chapters.
I want to tell Firehawk something right now because Firehawk has got a little something in common with me that I blame him because he hooked me on Noctura. I'm loving Noctura right now.
Yeah, Noctura is amazing.
Noctura is so good, and he hooked me on it. He didn't even read the book yet. He hasn't even read it yet. Hope he's read it by now. But anyway, Firehawk, all I got to say is this is a great story. If you haven't read the actual novel and read this, it's a great story. Don't expect excellent art. Art is subjective, like I always say. But it's still, this is fantastic. History, great art, great story. Just so you know, read it. You'll love it.
V for Vendetta, I am missing 2 issues, and when I complete, and one of them is issue 1.
Yep.
So I can't start it until I get that issue.
Yeah. Okay. I'm confused, gentlemen. Please help me out with our chemist. The what? The
second one is great. I think is what you're saying.
That's what it is. Thank you. Abbreviation. I got to read. I'm old. Sorry, buddy. Yes, it was very, very good. Tuscan Raiders, everybody. Tuscan Raiders. That's all I'm going to say. Kung Fu, the man. I should be asleep, but don't pass up the chance to pop. Thank you so much.
Oh,
You're awesome.
Animation, how you doing?
The animation's in the chat.
Oh, love the first and second. Had a few issues, but it's awesome. It is good. I really enjoyed it. Well, I'm watching the Matrix. Oh my goodness. Hope you're ready. I'm going to say one thing about this movie. I liked it, but Barbarian, I'm going to tell you, fast forward it to 1 minute and 41 seconds. It'll be good.
You said an hour and 41 minutes.
Yeah, you'll see why. You'll see why. Yeah. It's good after the hour and 41 minutes. That's all I'm going to say.
I still haven't watched it just based on that because I was like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
You and I are kind of alike, buddy. You'll get what I mean when it just watch the time. You get to an hour and 31 minutes, you'll see what I mean.
I've got my lips buttoned.
This side story was great, way worth watching to learn a lot more about Boba Fett and his yes, that's what I'm enjoying big time.
And that's what I feel like a lot of people don't get about this series is like
that's the thing. They're expecting action-packed boom.
Well,
boom.
But you know, this is basically telling the story of Boba from the time he fell in the Sarlacc pit.
Yes.
The great and almighty Sarlacc pit, you know, up until like, you know, basically he comes into play
after
the Mandalorian.
It's right after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, right after Return of the Jedi. So like, you know, after all that stuff happens, like, because that's basically after the Empire falls is where the Mandalorian picks up, right?
Yep.
So, which is after Jedi, Return of the Jedi. So again, a lot of people don't understand the timeline. So that like that's just right now. So far, they're filling in the timeline of what happened to Boba Fett.
Yep.
Right. You know, and that's what people are like. Well, there's no action. There's no this. There's no that. And I'm like, well, this is what they're doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're establishing exactly what's going on to get to the point where it's crazy action packed. And again, I love Jon Favreau doing what he did with Mandalorian and Boba Fett so far. I love all of it. And Favreau is the one who really got the Marvel Universe started because he did, you know, well, at least he got the Marvel Universe started as we know it with, you know, Feige doing the first Iron Man movie.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
So, and again, what he's done with all of the movies that he's, you know, directed and produced have been brilliant so far. He can do no wrong, in my opinion, so far as that goes. Now, again, it's all about pacing, and it's all about pacing, and it's a little bit different. And you may like it or you may not at first, but again, to me, I just like the direction that he goes with stuff.
Me too. The Queen likes it too. My honey likes it a lot as well. She's been impressed, very impressed, because the old Star Wars
about always border is that he has long johns under his outfit.
That's all right, Darryl. All good, buddy. I get it. Big shout out to Sanimation, our Netherlands friend. Mwah. Love you, sweetheart. Loved her post on Instagram talking about Italians and Irish history. Well done, Sani. Well done. I have to put that out there for her. It's been a long time. Thank you for being here. Sweet Harley Quinn covers. Okay. David Chow. Yes, he does. And he also did Liberty Meadows. And what do we got from Barbarian here? It has some plot starting Street New Beginnings. Of course, that only comes from me. I love it.
Since we're talking about this Cho guy, you guys all know this book.
Yeah, but we're not going to show it.
I know. I'm just saying. Y'all know.
Show the book.
Too late.
Yeah. This is a very disturbing book, everybody out there.
And it's signed by Cho too, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So
Interesting. I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
You know what's in that though, right?
Yeah, we'll show you after. We'll show you after when the show
Yeah, we'll
goes
show
off.
you after, Deuce.
Yeah, and then since everybody's I didn't share it last week because it didn't come until
Go
Sunday.
ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I saw that you got that. I saw your post, bro. That
Nice.
book is dope, dude. There's
Yeah.
some amazing illustrations in that book.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely
20.
gorgeous.
It took 2 years for this thing to come to me, man.
Show
So
some of the pictures, buddy.
Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just absolutely just brilliant, beautiful.
yeah, if you're a Vampy fan, man, and you're not, you know, you didn't kickstart this Kickstarter. I don't know what you were doing, but you know what I mean. So,
That's
You can see the
beautiful.
smile on his
I
face.
saw a lot of your posts,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Those are gorgeous.
Man,
Yeah.
I do
And then-
love those books. Those
Yeah,
two
those
books
are
are pretty
beautiful.
doggone awesome.
yeah, these are and this
Oh, I
is
like
all
that.
yeah, this is all Ingrid's work, man. Like dude, you should see some of his pencils. His pencils are amazing of her, man. It's like, dude, he did it. What he you know, he's known for canvas stuff, but he does a lot of pencil stuff too, man. Yeah, so this this
Nice.
one, like,
Arsenal.
Nice.
dude, this thing took 2 years, but there was a more expensive one where you actually got a Vampy print. I'm like, yeah, but it was really expensive just to back that one. I went,
Everybody
I'm just
say
gonna
good night to Fuchsia.
Good night.
Fuchsia. Thank you
Night,
for being
Fuchsia.
here.
Night, Fuchsia.
And then you got a print with them too. You normally only get one print with it, but since
Yeah.
Danny's
Oh,
right out
Danny.
the top. Right out the
Yeah.
top.
God, Danny, you're cracking me up.
Go ahead, buddy.
yeah, and then the
I
actual
like
print.
that. I actually really like that.
But you would normally I would have only got this print by itself, but since it took 2 years,
Wow.
they actually gave
That's
a
because of the delay, right? The delay.
Yeah.
You some
Yeah.
bonuses in there for you. That's
Wow.
really cool.
Yeah.
buddy.
and it's actually signed by Ingrid.
Oh, nice. Look at that right there in the bottom.
Yep,
Very cool.
Heck yeah.
it's actually signed by him. But they would actually have they actually had the copy of where it's actually the book was signed by him, but it was way too expensive. I'm like,
what's up, buddy?
Very
way
big
too
shout out
expensive.
to Kaiowaka. Yo, buddy. Thank you for being here.
Yep, and then the book is right here. So,
Look at this thing. This thing is a monster.
It's gorgeous.
but it's
Yeah.
gorgeous though, man. It's actually I'm glad they took their time with it. I'm
Show a
glad
couple
they didn't
pictures
go.
real quick. Show a couple pictures.
Yep. I'm honestly glad they didn't go cheap. They didn't go like with a cheaper
Oh,
printer
paper,
person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's hardcover. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's
Oh, that's
beautiful.
gorgeous. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Beautiful.
Vampy. Like he's known for a bunch of stuff, man. Like it tells you the history of how he got started and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
so
like
it's a like an actual art. It's an actual art book, like about his art. You know what I mean? But he's known for doing vampies and creepies and stuff like that. So, but like, see, it tells you like how he got started with the vampies and stuff like that. So,
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Very,
Yeah.
very cool.
Probably with Harris, right?
yeah.
Was it Harris?
No. It was with Warren.
Oh,
He's
Warren.
actually, yeah, he's
Then-
the actual character. Yeah. So here is a famous one that I'll show you guys that he's done, and he's used, and he shows you, it tells you about the cover model and everything.
Yeah, that's definitely a famous Vampy cover.
Yep. And then cover models. Oh, hold on, I forget the cover models on this side.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then the cover model, like it tells you about like a lot of his Vampy stuff is used by cover models, his famous horror covers. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah. The creepy ones. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so it shows you the original, like some of them like were creepy originals, and then he changed them up for Vampy cover, like a couple of them, like
All
you
right.
see him painting a Vampy here too, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, I haven't really got to flip through it. I haven't really got time to flip through it.
You need to
really,
read
so.
it. Get the history.
No, I-
You need to do
yeah,
that
I want to.
video, Jeff. That's
Mhm.
perfect material to do
Yeah.
your history about Vampirella and
Yeah.
the artist that actually that is the right there in your face. You've
Yeah,
been talking about doing this video
yeah,
for doing the collage for all your Vampy stuff. That would
Yeah.
be perfect history
Yeah.
stuff.
Jeff has
What?
homework.
yeah.
There
One
you
of
go.
my favorite covers. No, I'm fine with that. That's one I would want to do. You know, the homework I want to do.
When you do that, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you right now, and you're gonna be live. You ready?
Mhm.
You do that, and I will make you a special Vampirella video for your show.
That's cool. And then I want this one. Honestly, I wouldn't mind printing this on a T-shirt or a plate.
I like that.
Yeah,
that is
that's a
really
cool one.
nice.
Yeah,
That one.
yeah. Or the one with the eyes on the disc, like how Darryl was saying on a frisbee. It'd be kind of neat.
So Darryl, you're a comic collector, obvious.
Yes, I was just going to get there. I was trying to get there.
You're a big DC guy, but what's your favorite DC character?
Ain't
Give me
here.
favorite DC hero and villain.
Yes, there we go.
Yes, it's the same person. It's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, well, that's
It depends on when you ask. It's like she was a bad guy, a bad girl. Now she's a good girl, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, kind of like an anti-villain.
I love my Harley. I love my Batman.
Right.
X-Men. In the last few years, I've really become an X-Men fan. So I was growing up, I did not know the X-Men at all.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, because when I first started getting comics, it was oddly enough when I was in the hospital, and we was doing finger painting and stuff, and I saw this box of comics in the corner, and the nurse said, "Hey, you go. If you want to read them, you can." And I started reading some, and before you know it, she just gave me the whole box and said, "Just read them while you're in your room." So
there's Spider's comment.
Right.
And they had Hulk, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Captain America. So that's kind of where it's going.
As far as X-Men go, what's your favorite? Who are your favorite X-Men?
Yeah,
probably. Gosh, I guess Phoenix. I always liked. I
love you already. That's one of my favorite characters.
So
one of mine too.
Yeah, I also like Colossus just because he's this big brutish guy, but he's got a heart of gold.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
Of course he does. So getting on that discussion when we talk about comic books, my question is, how did you get started in comic book collecting? What got you interested in it?
I was in the hospital and literally
10 years ago, 20 years ago, recently?
I was probably like 9, 10 years old. I can't remember which operation it was after because I've had 48.
Wow.
So I don't remember which operation it was after. So, and back then you stayed in the hospital until basically you were healthy.
Right.
Instead of being in there for 20 minutes, like, hey, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like every day during the week, they had time for the kids to go into like an art room, and you could do like modeling clay, play with Lincoln logs. And I just, like I say, I saw these comic books sitting in the corner. I mean, in a closet, and apparently no one ever asked for them. So, and at the time I'd watched The Incredible Hulk. I was watching Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So it was probably around 81, 82.
Right.
Okay. But Spider-Man, His Amazing Friends. And in my mind, I know I'd seen Batman, like the old Batman TV show.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I was interested in that. So when I saw Batman comics, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I know this. The Incredible Hulk, okay, I know this.
Yep.
Captain America, I've heard of Captain America, Spider-Man. Nice. So I started reading some of those. And I know a lot of people that say they know the very first book they ever got.
Yep.
No idea.
No idea.
No clue.
Yeah, mine's kind of a few.
Yeah, my first love, totally. My origin story is from my uncle, and I was like probably 10, and it was Silver Surfer. I got introduced to Silver Surfer, so that's my big love, hands down. But on that better note, on comics, so are you a slab collector or a raw collector, or both?
Yes, I like slab books, but with the prices that have been gone up, like the past year, I had insurance issues and stuff with all my medications. So like the whole year, I didn't have any money. I finally got things straight. I'm getting some money set up, and they jacked the prices up. I'm like, come on.
Well, you know what? We have to kind of deal with that when it comes to grading companies. That just comes with the game. But, if you're protecting a book, it shouldn't matter between the two grading companies.
I sent off my George Perez book to get signed by George Perez.
Yeah,
Nice,
there you go.
nice.
And, you know, it shouldn't matter in the prices either. It should be the same across the board.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
very,
like the
I'm
books
very
too.
anal about these things. I like my CGC labels,
Sure.
and it's not just because of the company. It's just I start with those labels, and I love the labels.
Absolutely.
So for me, it's like I just want to maintain things like that.
So
And
how
that's
big is your
like-
slab collection now?
Like you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Right. Darryl, what's your number one run of books that you have the most of?
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. So it's
Like
all
just about up until about a little over a year ago, probably around issue 70, 60 something in the last run of Harley Quinn.
right.
Was when I kind of stopped buying books just because I quit getting things online. I don't have an LCS within over an hour for me anymore because all of them closed. So I stopped getting them. But before that, just about anything with a Harley Quinn cover, I would buy.
Okay.
And that all goes back to back in the 90s when I saw Mad Love.
Yeah.
I fell in love with Harley Quinn.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
Do you have her first appearance?
I do.
Oh, nice.
I wanna
Look at
see
this. There we go.
Somewhere.
First
you
comic
go?
I picked and ordered my mom to buy for me.
There's my Mad Love, by the
There
way.
you go. Mad Love is great. Yeah, that's a great one.
Mhm.
Awesome. 9/8.
Is it in here? Did I? You know what? I might not have put it in here because I don't actually consider it one of my top 25 covers.
Really?
Wow.
I mean,
That's
to me,
shocking.
like when it comes to Harley,
And honestly, I can understand why.
I love.
Oh, I like that cover. I know that one.
Yeah. She's not actually on that cover.
Oh, which cover?
The first appearance, she's really not even on it though.
Yeah, she's in the back.
Oh well, only barely. Yeah, barely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Be the background.
that's it.
I want to say it's Batgirl in the front, right? If I'm not mistaken.
You got Batgirl on one side. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Ivy on one side?
Yeah,
and
Ivy's on one
Batgirl's
side
in the
and Batgirl's
this
on.
is
Yeah,
another one that I
Yeah,
absolutely
Batgirl's
Oh, I
one of the
like
main.
this. I like this storyline actually. The Sirens.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's
I was
really good.
upset when they went with Birds of Prey. I was really hoping this was going to be what was coming.
Wow.
Mm.
I mean, I could just imagine how good this would have been.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah,
So, Darryl, do you collect anything other than comics and of course books? Do you collect pops or
Yeah.
figures?
I got way too many pops. I really haven't gotten hardly any in about the last year and a half. I've bought a few, but I've got probably 800-900 pops.
Wow, 800 pops, really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
Then I
pretty
got
cool.
my sports cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice sports cards too. This.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
If you like professional wrestling, there's a Wahoo McDaniel rookie card when he played football.
Holy cow!
If you know who Wahoo
Nice.
McDaniel is, there you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes,
Very.
I've told people I'm a well-rounded nerd.
cool. I love it.
Well, I feel like you and I are the same fabric, my friend.
Okay. One of my all-time favorite books, and good
Yeah.
luck finding these because they're extremely rare. I love The Simpsons.
Mm.
And
Oh,
I found this on the back of
56 out of
a
750.
Simpsons #1. And this is from the 93 San Diego Comic Con.
That's
So,
cool.
That's crazy. I've never seen that.
Yeah,
I haven't either.
it's numbered to 750, but I'm guessing most of them probably got destroyed because people were like, I don't want this crap, and threw it away.
Right.
It's nothing. It's really nothing
You're the
much more
smart one.
than a pamphlet. There you go.
$3,000 right now.
I'm sure it's worth every bit of that.
Absolutely.
So, do you collect anything else like NECAs or action figures?
I have a few statues. I'm not huge into statues because, as you can figure, space.
Space is
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you've got 900 pops, yeah, you definitely don't have any space.
Yeah, well, a lot of them I was going to sell back last year around March, and then this one little pandemic happened. And I had them all out. I separated them, which ones I'm getting rid of, which ones I'm keeping.
Yep.
and then everything happened. Like, well, darn.
Yeah.
Right.
Gonna use
So
you.
I still at some point want to get rid of a bunch of those as well.
But I got to show you guys that he's known for painting, but his pencils are actually freaking crazy though.
Oh,
These,
I love sketch stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
me
is his
too.
pencils.
Wow.
Beautiful.
These are his pencils of Vampy. Dude, his pencils are amazing, man. Just looking at the pencils, it's like, dude, I wouldn't mind getting a pencil, but his stuff is expensive. I've looked it up. I'm like, holy crap, it's expensive.
Go ahead, Daryl. All right. All right. One. Ooh, I like that too.
Wow.
Hello.
Those are all sketches. These are all the sketches he's done.
What are we gonna show, Daryl?
Oh, I was gonna show that.
Oh, that's one of my
Oh
favorite
yeah,
covers. Love that cover.
I was very happy to get this.
that's
a
one of
couple
my
years
favorite
ago.
covers. Yeah, of course.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love that cover. Such a
Yeah.
great character.
Beautiful.
The Dark Phoenix saga
Yeah.
is well, some of my friends are like, you've got to read this. You'll understand why people love Claremont so much.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I read that and I was like, oh my gosh, it made me start going into X-Men comics.
And
Yep.
the John Byrne run too was absolutely just amazing. You know, Byrne and Claremont when they were, you know, working together too, like on the X-Men run was just
And that's
unbelievable.
when X-Men was good. And here's the thing I have to
I
say
mean,
about that.
amazing. It wasn't good. It was amazing.
Yes, it was. And that's
Yeah.
the kind of writing that I like to read in X-Men. And the thing is disappointing right now that's going on. I don't know. Everybody's got their own, you know, thing, but getting back into that groove of the original X-Men and stuff. That's what I liked about Hickman's runs. Hickman's writing in X-Men, I've loved because that's getting back in the story. And now they're stopping it again. He's not going to be
of
writing
course
for
they
them
are.
anymore.
Of course they are.
Now it's going to go in the toilet again.
Now it's going to reboot, and then we'll see who else picks it up and makes
Yeah.
it better or more worse or what. Well, you know, whatever.
It's frustrating.
I
Very
really wish
frustrating.
Marvel would do more issue ones. Wouldn't that be great?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. 'Cause I mean, come on.
It's
Come
like
on.
every
So
6 months,
Daryl.
let's just start it over.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I mean,
You guys ever seen a vampire gorilla?
How many times have they started it over? Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Just like, you know, what, 7, 8, 9 times now?
Vampire gorilla.
One of the best I saw. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
One of the best I saw was Squirrel Girl because I was collecting Squirrel Girl comics, which
Oh yeah,
I think is a great character.
It
People
is.
think it's ridiculous, but I think it's
Yep.
kind of fun.
it is.
But
fun.
But if
she
you like
had,
Harley, I can understand why you like Squirrel Girl too. You know what I mean? So
she had 2
Yeah.
issue ones in the same year, and the second one said, "Hey, my second issue one in the same year," or something like that. I was like, "That is Marvel right there in a nutshell."
For real. But she's also one of the few characters that actually is only by herself beaten Thanos.
Yep.
mm.
She by herself beat Thanos.
Yes.
Which a lot of
didn't
people
you
don't know
explain
that.
something?
A lot of people don't know that, but Squirrel Girl actually single-handedly beat Thanos by herself.
And didn't she go after Galactus? If I'm not mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
she's also going after Galactus.
I don't know about Galactus, but I know
See, that
she
one I didn't know.
beat Thanos.
Yeah.
See, I also like things that are kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that
like,
is
like Jokerfish.
Oh,
I love Jokerfish.
nice.
Nice.
I'm gonna shoot Jokerfish at you. I don't know what this one makes me happy.
I just recently picked up the Cosmo pop from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Nice.
And Cosmo is a the Russian space dog that was sent into
Yep.
space and makes multiple appearances in Marvel movies if you pay attention,
Yep.
because Cosmo does show up, especially in the gallery of the collector.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
And again, Howard the Duck is another one that I love. I love Howard the Duck.
Mhm.
It shows
Me
up
too.
in random different stuff too. If
Okay.
you go,
Guilty
like-
pleasure. The first movie, it's terrible,
Yes.
but it's still a guilty pleasure.
yes.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Well, and again, Howard the Duck, that's the movie that Spielberg still to this day, if you bring it up, he stops interviews.
Yeah. He'll stop the interview.
He will literally stop the interview if you bring up Howard the Duck. It was such a flop. I mean, I loved it. Leah Thompson, and I loved it. Like I thought it was great. But if you
don't
bring
we
that
all
up,
have a crush
in
on Leah
interviews with
Thompson?
Steven Spielberg, he will stop the interview. He's just done. He's done.
Wow.
To this day, from what I understand, that's exactly how that goes.
That's hilarious.
It is kind of funny.
You know, it's kind of sad as well, but still, I love it.
I do too. I love Howard the Duck. I've always loved
So did
Howard.
I.
You know, I love Howard, like, from back in the day in the comics, of course. So all the random, miscellaneous appearances, he would just show up like out of nowhere. You're like, what the shit? Howard the Duck shows up? Okay, all right.
And was it in Endgame? He's got this one little cameo in
Yeah,
there.
he does. He does. He's got some. He's got one in. I want to say Guardians 2 or Guardians 1. He shows up like as a blip, like just barely.
Barely.
If you pay attention, like I think he's in either. I think it's. I'm not sure 1 or 2. I think it's 1.
I think it was in the first one, like at the end, and he's like holding a drink or something right there in the collector's area. Yeah.
Yep.
Darryl, do you have any questions for us, buddy?
Why are y'all so awesome?
Because we're awesome, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Have y'all read this?
No. What is this? I have never.
Super Zero was a issue series that I absolutely love.
Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti actually wrote it.
Yep.
Really? What's that? What's that one about?
It's about this teenage girl who
show the book while you're talking. Show the book.
She wants to be a superhero, and
sounds like pretty much when I read it, it sounded almost like
show the book. Yeah. Show the book while you're telling me. Sorry.
Oh,
for people.
And she basically fails miserably, and it's absolutely hilarious.
Okay. I got Harley feels out of it though when I read it.
One of the things I told Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti in San Diego. Because it ended at issue 6, and I was like, "Are there going to be more?" And they both said, "We really hope so." Aftershock says it's done.
Wow, okay.
And it upsets me greatly. So I told them, I said, in one of my early podcasts, I was like, the greatest thing would be if Drew, that's her name, Drew, if she later on, trying to be a superhero, kept failing, grew up and turned into Harley Quinn, the bad girl.
Yeah,
I thought that would have been a great twist at the end.
Yeah.
So awesome.
So to me, it's a really fun read. The first issue is fun but kind of disturbing.
Oh, okay.
Of which she does to try to be a superhero.
Okay,
right.
Cool.
I have to show you guys these two. You guys have to guess who these two are though.
What?
I know you guys know this one.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Nope.
Rosie O'Donnell.
We were just talking about. You were just talking about her too.
Is that Oprah?
No, it's not Phoenix.
I'm giving you a hard time.
That's there, but that's.
Are you asking who did the art?
Yeah, it's
and
that's
Ingrid. Right.
No, that's Ingrid. It's Ingrid.
Okay.
Yeah, then this is a Black Widow. This is Black Widow here.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very nice. Very nice.
Because I didn't notice until I didn't notice a spider on her on the bikini bottom. So I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be Widow then.
You noticed the spider in the bikini bottom.
Yeah, look, he's done Marvel guy.
It's a spider.
What?
He's done Marvel. He's done the Marvel characters.
Yep.
Ooh, I like
Electra on the other side. Yeah, I love Electra.
Yeah.
So Darryl.
Yes.
What any kind of indie books are you reading?
Yes. Curious.
Right now, to be honest, I was telling G-Man over here, I have read hardly nothing in the past almost year.
Not even Venerella and not even Miss the America.
No, I haven't gotten over there. And Anthony, like just about every time I talk to him, he's like, "So have you read them yet?" I'm like, I just haven't been motivated.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is,
I'm going to say something to you right now. I'm going to stop you, Darryl, because there's something I want to tell you because I've heard you mention this before.
Mm-hmm.
Do not let the spec market kill your hobby. Mm-hmm. Go through it. Just walk. Ignore that part of it and still enjoy the hobby. I hate to hear you say that it's killing the hobby. I don't want
it kills me from wanting to read it, but I am such a fan of art.
Yes, me too.
That I still will buy books for art.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we buy comics, because it's that's over half of the battle
The
is
thing,
the art.
Darryl,
Right?
though, the thing, Darryl, that I do agree with you with, and that's the thing that's bothered me as well. It's like you buy a beautiful cover, and then you get into reading it, and then the art on the inside is shit.
Yep.
Or the story is complete garbage. It's
Yep.
junker trash. So it was a cover buy. That gets very disheartening. So there, I can totally agree with you.
I agree.
But don't let it kill you. Don't let it kill your spirit, please.
I mean, to me,
because you gotta-
it's the ridiculousness of how it's being done. That's what.
yeah,
kills
I
me.
agree with you there.
And
Totally.
it's one thing I don't like. It's being associated with people that are less than honest.
Yep.
And when I hear people lying about things, it kills me. And it's like I just don't want to associate with that.
I
And
guess.
the thing of it is, no matter what you do, there's going to be people in it that are not honest. No matter
of
what
course.
you do.
That's a fact. Yep. Unfortunately.
But, I mean, sometimes it's so blatant. It's just like, come on. It's like you're killing me. You're killing me.
Of course.
Especially
Gentlemen,
when it
any more
happens to
questions?
people that I respect.
Right,
That's when it really, really gets to me.
Right. I completely get that.
Totally understand. But don't let it kill
I
your
did read
spirit,
Crosswind, which was absolutely awesome.
Which, say it again?
Crosswind.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all guys know Crosswind.
Sounds familiar.
No, never read it.
Crosswind is written by Gail Simone with Kat Stagg's artwork.
Do you have a cover of it there?
I thought I had it sitting right here, and I don't.
I want to see what that is now. He's got me curious.
It's well, you know what? Hold on. I know I got it right here.
No problem. No problem. We can
Don't go anywhere.
We're not going anywhere, man.
He's awesome.
Wait, we will be right here.
You know what, guys? It's like this is really cool because
Y'all got so
Darryl
much to do.
is literally teaching me something about disc golf that I've never known about.
Yeah.
That's
He's
cool.
taught me. I've always thought disc golf had something with a golf ball and a disc. I didn't know. Yeah.
And I didn't know that, dude. Look at it. I found something new about you, buddy.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
and again, what's funny is like, because I used to play a lot, for real. I did. I played,
Yeah, I've been
2-3 times a
I've
week.
been watching Darryl's videos when he's playing. It's really cool. Look, it looks like
It's
fun.
a lot of fun. It's frustrating at times, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. And you don't have to be like, crazy physically fit or like, crazy skilled, but it's just like anything else. Like you got to play it long enough to get, used to it
So
to figure out how it
while
works.
while we're on this intermission, let me do my quick plug really quick. So really quick, everybody out there, I want to say thank you for everybody just catching this now and is live with us tonight. I really appreciate it. Darryl really appreciates it as well.
Yeah.
Please go check out his links down below.
What did I appreciate? Yeah, I appreciate
it. And if you haven't caught it from earlier, I've got to do it one last time.
Marvelous plug.
Well, yes, but first, the new show that I'm going to be starting, it is going to be an earlier show. It's called the Generation X-Men, which is my generation. And since we're all going to be titled, it doesn't matter to me, but it just makes sense. So
I get it.
This is a new show we're going to probably be doing on Sundays earlier, and enjoy. So that'll be the new Generation X-Men. Please go check it out.
That looks really cool.
Thank you, guys. Go ahead, buddy.
That had a kind of a what was that animated series? Was it Titan AI?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it had kind of a vibe for that.
Titan
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
AE, yes, AE. All right, well here is Crosswind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I read it. Yeah.
Seen it. Okay, so what is this, Daryl?
Okay, over here we have Juniper.
Okay,
And over here
Juniper.
we have Kason. He
Kason.
is an assassin. She is kind of a young mom.
Yeah, house mom or housewife
Yeah.
or something like that.
And she's kind of, I keep pointing to the wrong side. She's kind of, one of those beautiful women that have just been beaten down mentally.
Yep.
And at some point, they switch places.
Oh.
They switch bodies. It has
It's
that twist.
it's
Daryl,
Freaky Friday.
When did this come out, buddy?
This came
Freaky
out
Friday.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, 2017.
Somewhere in that ballpark, I would say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
have to
but
look
it's
for
the synopsis when I first got it was Freaky
Well, I'm
Friday
curious.
meets Assassins or
I
something
always
like
need
that. Yeah,
something new to read and something I've never heard of, and I like that. What's it
Trust
called again?
me.
One more time.
crossover,
Crosswind.
Crosswind.
Thank
Not
you.
crossover. Crossover
Here's
will
some of the inside
Yeah.
artwork.
Oh,
And
let's see.
Cat Stacks does it all
One
the
second.
inside artwork as well.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
I
that's
love their
really
artwork.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Really,
Wow.
really
Who did
good.
the art, Daryl?
Huh?
Who did the art in that?
Cat Stacks.
Cat Stags.
Mhm.
Has she done anything
Really
else
good.
besides that now? I don't remember exactly.
How many in the?
Daryl?
Excuse me.
Did
Sorry.
what?
How many are in the series?
I think it's just 6 issues.
Yeah,
6
6 issue mini. Yeah.
And they were talking about it becoming a TV miniseries. And so far, nothing's come of that. And they were also talking about doing a season 2 of it, and nothing has come of that yet.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
hoping it does. I mean, the first issue, it's like I say about TV shows. If
Turn
the
back up
first,
and see it
the
again.
first issue really gets you, it
Mhm.
says
Okay.
it has a big hook to it, and it hooked me in big.
Nice.
So stuff like
excellent.
that, I thought was really good. And oh, by the way, this is the incentive cover with the gold.
Yeah,
foil.
chromium embossed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
I got
And
Cat's
I-
autograph on here.
I see
And
that.
I need to get Gail's, but I do have one with both signatures. I just didn't have this one with me when I got Gail's signature.
That's cool.
That's
Okay,
really
here-
cool.
Awesome.
here's a couple more. Huck, I don't know if you've read
please,
this.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite stories.
Huck.
Really
Remind-
good story.
Yeah,
Never heard of it.
it reminds me of myself because the character reminds me a little bit of myself, a little bit when I was a kid. Yeah,
Wait, you were this superhero in a small town that no one knows about in your secret identity may get out.
no, but the way he is,
Oh,
you know, the way
Huck, you got
the way the
Huck.
character is.
Mhm. It's a fun read too.
It's Forrest Gump meets superhero, pretty much. That's
Yeah.
what I was told.
Millar and Albuquerque on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Mike Millar.
Yeah. And what's
Okay,
really
so-
cool, the variant issues are all
movie covers.
movie variant.
I'm sorry, Daryl. What is that Huck about?
It's
synopsis.
about this guy, Huck. He's kind of this do it all everything, and people in this small town know he's basically a superhero,
Okay.
and that like something happens around the world where people are saved. They just kind of know Huck did it, but they don't let it out, his secret identity. And at some point, someone a reporter finds out about it and kind of leaks it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And kind of what happens to Huck because of that.
Well, like I was telling you, Robert, it's pretty much Forrest Gump meets superhero. That's
Yeah.
what that's what the
Okay.
but that's what I was told when I first got the book. So
Daryl, do you have another one you want to show?
Do you guys like Robin Hood?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love Robin Hood.
Ooh, I like that.
Such-
That's a great cover.
This was a Kickstarter exclusive cover. Also came with a statue, so
What's
I
that
had
called?
to back
Is
it.
that called Robin Hood?
Yes,
yeah, it
From
is by
Zenescope.
Zenescope. Yep.
Zenescope.
Geoscope definitely for sure. I could tell the label.
But so-
don't tell that label.
Yeah,
The only issue I have with them is their freaking shipping prices. If you order straight from them, their shipping prices are ridiculous.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then when you get the package, it's like, dude, you shipped it the same way everybody else ships it. So it's like no different.
And then with that, they're on YouTube. They have a mini movie of Robin Hood. I Love New York, which the I Love New York series was really, really good.
Okay. Okay.
So that's something. And then there's Rose. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
this
You know what?
Rose
I have a
cover.
couple of these, and I like it.
Yeah, this is the Loopy Dave cover?
Is that the newest issue of Rose?
No, this came out a few years ago.
That's
I've
beautiful.
got the whole run of Rose, but I don't have that cover.
This is a B or a C cover.
Yeah, I've got that. That was like 17 issues, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the complete run, but I don't have that cover. But that
Yeah.
Rose was a good series.
It was a really, really good read.
I really like that series.
So,
I actually bought bought part of those for my honey. Most recent ones, the Rose. So that's
and
good
last
to
one of
know.
my all-time favorite covers, just because I love this cover.
Mhm.
Oh,
Well, that's a
I always
great.
love this cover.
okay.
That's
So
a great cover.
tell us why, Daryl, why you love that cover.
To me, this cover, you can just make your own book off of this one cover.
Mhm.
Yep.
You got Commissioner Gordon, breaking through a door, and you
Okay.
see Batgirl, who he does not know is actually his
His own daughter.
Barbara.
Yeah.
And to me, that and Alex Garner artwork on it,
Beautiful.
I think it's just beautiful.
It
It's a
is
beautiful
pretty.
cover.
So that is one of my favorite covers. I just wanted to throw that one in there. Just
No,
because-
that's all good.
just
Okay.
because.
So out of your entire, I have a question. What is your favorite slab out of your entire? What's your grail out of your entire slab collection?
Okay, now that is different from my favorite cover, which I just did a video of that.
Okay. Hey, wait. Then wait. If you just did a video on that, is it in the links down below?
I don't know.
When did you do the video?
It's last week.
Yes, it's down below.
Well,
It's
I
gotta
got
be-
guys. I'm not on the YouTube channel, so I don't know what the links down below are.
Okay. It is.
But that was my my top 25 favorite covers.
Okay. Go
Not
ahead.
your favorite slab.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about slab? Let's go
That's-
slab. then.
That's two different things.
Yep.
Let me get back over here to our actual page. Oh, look at me talking about Robin Hood. Okay. My favorite cover. My favorite slab.
Yeah, your favorite slab.
It's between two.
Well, you
I'm
could
gonna
put up
give it to
both
Oh,
of
the
them.
two.
Okay.
Put up
well,
both of them. Why not? Put up both of them.
I was like, I mean, and I will say that is based on today. If you ask me again in 2 days, it might be
Yeah,
two
yeah.
different books.
I'm the
Of
same.
course.
I'm the same way. I'm the same.
Okay, that is always going to be right there.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I
That's
love
brilliant.
that cover.
I mean, to me, I'm actually baffled with all the spec market and all that
Yep.
stuff. This thing has basically stayed the same the last 4 or 5 years,
Exactly.
Yep.
It has.
which blows my mind.
Yep.
Yep.
To me, this for
Wasn't
the
the
longest
artist that
time,
artist? Who's the artist? The artist is
Jock.
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 Yep.
Yes,
I have
Jock.
the
I
Chrome.
mean, you could
version
find
of
this
that.
thing on wallets, on cell phones. It was everywhere.
Yep, everywhere.
And number one, because little known story. I don't tell people this, but I've been married for a few years, and my wife made the cover.
Oh,
Wow.
And you got
So
it signed by her.
I
Dude,
share-
that's awesome.
I
I've got
like
a
to share
signed
that
picture
every
by
once.
her too.
That is absolutely
Kate Baxter is
That
badass.
explains why she didn't show up to Tampa Comic Con, man. There was a
Right.
stacker going on.
Well, what happened was she showed up there a few years ago, and someone tried to attack her, so
Right.
she hasn't been back there.
Wow.
I actually read that somewhere, and my sister-in-law sent me the link. She says, "Daryl, you're not allowed to go back to Tampa."
Yeah.
Dude, that is a great. I like
That
that.
is absolutely beautiful.
That's awesome.
So today, that's number one. Tomorrow, it might be Mad Love because I just love the story. And like Mad Love, the thing about Mad Love is when I first saw the episode, as crazy as it sounds, it
You have
taught
it
me
right there?
about abuse.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, me
I
too.
didn't understand why women would just stay in a relationship. And
Right.
as dumb as it sounds, that cartoon it made me understand because one of my friends at the time, she was in an abusive relationship. I couldn't understand. I was like, why don't you just leave?
Yep.
Right.
And it's just like Harley Quinn in that.
Yep.
She just wanted that approval. So there you
Yep.
go.
Exactly. See, love it. Gentlemen, do you have any more questions? Like, I have 2 last questions for the end of the night.
Not really. I'm getting a little bit of a warn.
Sorry, Jeff. Thank you.
You're
Jeff.
good.
So Darryl, what's your all-time Grail book that you're looking for right now?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the thing for me about Grail. To me, the word Grail is massively overused.
No, I agree completely.
So if I say what is my all-time Grail,
They're all your favorites.
technically, I can kind of say I have it, but not really. But this right here would be my all-time Grail.
Oh yeah,
Because it's the first appearance of Joker.
Yep.
right.
So this would be my all-time Grail if I could actually get the original. That would be
Right.
the ultimate all-time Grail for me.
Gotcha. Nice.
But-
So if you had to go like somewhere like that made more sense in the normal market as it is, what's your next best pick?
Surprisingly, it's Marvel, which surprises me too. It would actually be because I had a chance at getting one and I thought it was overpriced. It's Giant Size X-Men #1.
Yep.
Wow.
And the thing of it was, a guy had an 8, and this has only been like 3, maybe 4 years ago.
Okay.
Right.
And he had an 8, and he was asking $900 for it.
Ooh.
And for me, I'm like, that is way too much for that.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Now you look at it and go, crap. I
No,
could have.
this is my mentality.
Yep.
My mind says $900 is still too much for it. I don't care if people are paying.
Yep.
I mean, that would be what,
Yep.
20, 30,000 now
Sure.
Right.
or more.
Sure.
To me, $900 is still too much for that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
understand
regret
that.
not buying it.
Okay. Good.
But if
Right.
I had bought it, I would have.
It's still
I
sitting in
mean,
the back of his brain.
If you're a lottery winner, there's lots of books you would buy. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I would be one. I would be one of those statistics that ran out of his money.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us would. I mean,
No,
to be honest.
I would reinvest it first and then go after
Well,
books.
I joke. I'm actually very intelligent about my money, and I always said if I won the lottery, the first, because I would do the 20 years.
Right.
No, I wouldn't. I would do it
No.
all at once. Because no, there's a reason why. Because if you invested even just small interest over the course of 20 years, you're going to actually have more.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly right.
Even though you get a much less percentage at first. But if I did over 20 years, the first year check would just be put in the bank in some kind of savings account. And I would just live off that interest the first year. And then after that, you can start spending money.
Right.
I don't need fancy cars and fancy houses. But
Yeah.
I need my fancy toys.
Yeah.
I might actually buy my first ever, probably what's the sideshow collectible toy?
You know,
Okay.
the first thing if I won like the lottery like that, the first thing I would do,
Expand your toy room.
nope. First thing I would do is buy that hunk of property that I've been looking at in New Zealand.
Oh, really?
That's where I'd retire. I want to retire in New Zealand. Exactly what I want to do.
Nice.
Well, get enough property that I can move over there with you, bro. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. I take my brothers with me. You
That's
kidding
what I'm
me?
saying.
You share the wealth. Share it with your buddies.
Okay. Wait, have you been to New Zealand?
Oh yeah, twice.
Okay.
Wow,
I
really?
love to move there.
It is
The only
beautiful.
thing that sucks, the only thing that pulls me back, that's why I can wait until I retire. Like I'd keep a couple books to myself, couple things in my collection to myself, everything would just go. If that time ever actually came. The unfortunate thing is I have a hard time selling my books. I'm a
Yes,
nervous
you do.
wreck. I've tried. I've seriously tried Darryl a couple times, and I'm shaking like a leaf. But I'm perfectly honest about even if it's a grade, the best grade I can come up with, I always go below average, and it's just like I'm a nervous wreck. I hate selling my books.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I never sell anything, and people are like, why don't you just sell stuff that you don't look at a lot, so that way you can put money into these other things. I'm like, because I bought them because I wanted them. And then at some point I will sell them. I'll be like, dang, why did I sell that? Like 2 years down the road, then I have to buy it back for more than I sold it. It's like my mind can't go, yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, gentlemen, Deuce, Jeff, are you done with the questions? I've got 2 questions to ask.
Oh, well, I'm done.
Deuce, brother.
I mean, I could go on or on, but again, this has gone on for almost 2 hours.
It's only almost 3 a.m. here.
You're good, Darryl?
Yeah.
Are you good, Darryl? Good. Okay.
Ask your questions, my friend.
You're all good? All right. You ready, Darryl? Come on, you can do this. Do you have any inspirational thoughts or ideas for the community as a whole, buddy?
Don't be a liar.
Hey,
please.
I mean, as dumb as that sounds to me, I mean that on multiple sections.
Yep, go ahead.
One, I see people that say they're only selling. Now, I think this is a small percentage of people that I'm talking about.
I've seen it too.
And that's people that say, I'm only selling books to fund my collectibles. And so most people, I would say that's true. But there's some people, they're doing it to fund their wallets.
Yep.
I don't have a problem with them funding their wallets. But I think they say that because us collectors, we're kind of like, well, I can help him.
Yep.
I can buy this book and it'll kind of help him get closer to his grail.
Yep.
And I think they're just saying that because they know, oh yeah, we got to, without really trying to get pity, we get a little bit of pity doing that.
Yeah, of course.
And I hate lying. And the second thing is, don't make a first appearance out of something that's not a first appearance.
Yes,
I'm talking about previews magazines.
Thank you.
A preview magazine is a preview. It's not an appearance. It's not a first appearance. Like the Harley Quinn, I'm now seeing that like a book and cassette, people going, oh, this is now the first appearance because it came out before Batman Adventures 12. I'm like, it's not a first appearance. Come on, people. Don't manipulate things so it sounds like, oh, look, I can make more money out of this.
Yep.
Don't lie about who's going to be in the next movie when you don't have a clue. I see that a lot. He's like, well, this person's going to be in a movie.
Well, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'll be perfectly honest with you, Darryl. I've guessed. I've said it could be possible that somebody would show up, but I was totally wrong.
Okay. That's different than saying, this character is setting it up for this character, so you better buy this book now before it blows up.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, it is.
Well, and my problem with that too is like the whole Maya Lopez thing, like that showed up in Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
I was really kind of disappointed because she's very much like a tertiary, like she's way down the line character for Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I was like, wait, how is this like even relevant? And then her book goes crazy. I'm like, are you kidding? Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maya Lopez? Really? Echo?
Yep.
Seriously? Like,
but they always like the lesser known character. You notice Feige likes the lesser known characters. He doesn't like the higher, the tier A characters.
What doesn't make sense is the spike.
Yeah.
I mean,
because these characters don't exist for a long period of time. Like, I mean, how long do you think Echo's really going to go in any kind of MCU anything? Honestly.
Right, and then Echo,
these characters.
Spider-Gwen, and all these other Spider characters too, man. She's not the only one. You know what I mean?
Well, but Maya Lopez, especially like with Echo, especially like she's very much specifically a Daredevil character. How far do you think this is really going to go?
I mean, for me, one of them that really it kind of started the trigger for me was Omega Red. that thing, I mean, I believe, I don't know how many was printed, but I do believe there's over 1 million of them that were printed.
Oh yeah, they were
Because if
crazy.
issue 1 was
Crazy
printed
amount.
in at minimum 5 million copies, I've heard as many as 9 million copies.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
But really quick, getting on that print count, wasn't it on average when it was like in the early 90s? Wasn't it like average on a first printing was like 150,000, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Wasn't it something like that? Like
Well, especially with
150,000 copies?
especially with the Jim Lee X-Men stuff. Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that stuff was like crazy printed.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard as many as 9 million copies of issue 1.
Yep.
I
You
Well,
heard
heard that.
9
I don't know
million
the
copies
exact
and 5
number, but
covers.
I've heard that. But to me, you cannot tell me that there's less than 1 million issue 4s.
Right.
And when that thing goes from every dollar bin in America has a few of them to, oh, it's a $50 book now. Like, come on.
Yep.
Come
Yep.
on. Come on. Oh, yeah, he was in Deadpool. Like, he's in the background. You don't even see him, really.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, Darryl. Excellent. Very good. I like it.
Again, I'm sorry. That's a rant that I keep getting on.
That's all
No,
good.
you're
I know.
absolutely
We
right.
like
I love
that.
it.
I completely agree with you.
Don't be. Don't.
Darryl,
Completely agree.
excellent. Okay, Darryl, you ready for the next one?
Okay.
What does thinking outside the box mean to you? And it's not corporate meaning, so don't get it misconstrued.
Now,
People,
you
when
actually
they
put
get
this.
this question
You
asked,
sent me this. I don't even know.
you already do
Um,
it. You already do it. You already think outside the box.
I will say this, for the most part, I am very inside the box thinking. I am very much kind of straight down the middle type of person. I don't really go too much left, too much right. I'm kind of right here. But I will say this. So many of my likes are so different from what I think most people like. That's why a lot of people give me a lot of crap. Jeff, I'm speaking to you right now.
I don't give you crap.
About every time a movie or something comes out, I'm like, I just didn't like it. And everybody's like, how do you not like it? Like,
Yep.
come on.
No, I just mess with you, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
really.
I know. I'm joking when I say that. Anthony Seeker. But I remember hearing one of my friends one time. He said the reason he liked it was because the cast and crew and everything, they tried really hard.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that made the movie good now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess the closest thing I would say is live your life the best way you can. Other people may not like the way you do it, but just be the best version of you can be. That to me is the best I got. Try to be honest and respectful of everybody. And sometimes being honest and respectful is outside of the norm nowadays.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that at all.
Awesome. That was awesome. Yeah,
That's the best I got.
Beautiful, dude. Oh, excellent. It was great. See, have any questions for us again?
No, I do
Darryl,
have one question.
I got to
One
say,
question is, I hope you will have me back, even if it is 1 a.m., because to be honest with you, this was a lot more fun than I anticipated.
good.
I honestly thought I'd be like, come on, is this over yet? And I'm actually at this point, I'm almost like, I got another hour.
Well, thank you, Darryl. Thank you for saying that, Darryl. We appreciate you. And again, thank you for being here.
Certainly.
For real.
Thank
We-
you guys
we
for
love
having
that.
me, and I much appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Absolutely,
I'll see
Darryl.
them.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. At any time. You're part of the community. You've been in the community for a long time. How long you been doing YouTube again?
Just over 6 years.
6 years.
Only
you
6
guys.
years? Only 6
Only
years?
6
Slacker.
years.
6 years.
Fucking slacker.
I know, right? Right?
Real quick shout out. I am so happy because I hope I say this.
I don't
right.
know many people that have done YouTube for 6 years. Seriously, I really don't.
Okay. Can I
Really
give one shout out to one person?
Yes.
ECW fan. It's a channel out of West Virginia. That channel got me started because I was watching his stuff and I was like, I like this guy. I don't know why I like this guy, but I was like, I can do this stuff too because I like to talk. I know y'all can't tell that. But, and ECW fan, he's been around a long time and gets very few views. And I really think ECW fan deserves a lot of views because that guy's been around a long time.
You know what? Maybe
All right.
we should get him on the Nerdy Collective show.
Yeah,
I've
why not?
never heard of him.
See, there you go. No, I don't think he's ever done anything live. He's never done.
Would he
Everything he
be-
does is
I wonder if he'd
recorded.
be
So,
willing to do something live. That's really okay. You said BCW.
yep.
ECW fan.
He like back in the day when I first really started looking into the community. He had his group of guys. He called them the A team, and they would go to different shows and stuff.
Okay.
And whatever they got at the show, and this always cracked me up, they'd be like at a restaurant somewhere, and they would do a video of their haul in the restaurant.
Nice.
And I was like, I love this.
The rawness of it is cool. That's what I like. That's really cool.
Right?
Fuck yeah. Real quick, shout out to Maximilian Booth and kids. Love it, buddy.
M3 Lions. We love you, M3.
Yo, my British
Martin.
brother over there. I sent him an AOK for Christmas, and it came late, so I think he got it. He told me he got it. So hey,
Yeah,
enjoy.
good to see you. Good to see you, Martin. We love you, brother.
Yeah,
It's an A-OK for New Year's.
yeah, there we go.
But at least he got it, so at least it's not damaged or nothing like that. So at least
Yeah.
he's got it.
They didn't try to curve it up and stuff it in a mailbox.
No kidding.
That's what they do.
Aggravating.
Dude, that's what they did with Anthony's package. I'm like,
I know.
you see how big
I
the
still
damn.
have mine over there, and I got to do an unboxing on that
Oh, what? Say it again. You got an unboxing for what?
for Anthony Tika. For his,
Yeah.
for his
Because
Cinderella.
the way they had this is Anthony's thing, okay? The way they had it in my mailbox was like this almost.
What?
Almost. Yeah, almost.
I would go complain. Go to your local post office and send your mail and complain. See,
No, it wasn't because it wasn't one. It wasn't my normal mail guy. It was one the guy that.
I live in a small town, and every time
Yeah.
that happens, I go
Yeah.
straight to the post office and show them and like, listen.
Yeah, it's not even my mail guy. It wasn't even my mail guy.
What were you showing, Daryl?
Oh, I just I just wanted to show that I'm moving my trophy.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Exactly. I was like, hey, good luck next year.
Yep.
Mhm.
Cool.
I actually got kicked out. I got kicked out of a fantasy football league because I won too much.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I came in first, and they were like, "Yeah, you're done."
Like I said, getting back to it, Daryl, you're part of the community. You've been with the community for a long time. We finally got you on the Nerdy Collective. You're welcome anytime you want to come back. Please, I would love to have you use you as a co-host. If you enjoyed yourself, I would love to have you as a co-host.
Cool.
So
He's already co-hosted another show.
you're always on your show.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm sorry. I like Daryl.
We have but we have fun, man. Anthony, me, Rhea, Randall, we all have fun, man. I look forward to it every Sunday. So
Okay, so we're
I like
winding
that
this
show
down.
because between Anthony and Randall, I don't have to talk at all.
yeah.
Randall, oh boy, that gets heated sometimes. Okay, really quick. Here we go. We're gonna wind this down. Jeff.
Yep. I got the Extreme Nerd Table coming up tonight at 9 p.m. And then I got if work doesn't keep me like they did on Friday and got no sleep like I do, I may do Kentonese comics again, depending if I feel up to it. Sometimes I get really exhausted. So
Yeah, don't kill yourself.
yeah. But that's pretty much what and then the Nerdy Collective.
Cool.
I remember this time. I always remember the hood, the original title of the show.
Yeah,
for some
very
reason.
good, buddy.
That's weird. Yeah.
Deuce.
I'll be here for you for the Nerdy Collective anytime you want me, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate
Other
it
than that, I'm just working and doing my thing, baby.
all the time. All the
That's what I do. That's what I do.
All right, Daryl. Please tell the community about yourself. Tell them about what you got coming up. Anything.
I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Anthony Sika's Venerella. That's going to be coming up. I'm putting out more disc golf content, more comic book content. The Simply Incredible podcast is officially back as of a few hours ago. So we had fun doing that tonight. We'll start having that more often. And I will be inviting some of my YouTube friends to be joining us every once in a while too. So
Very cool.
guys, look for invites.
I'm up.
Absolutely,
I'm up for it.
Daryl. Absolutely. Just
And
I'm
what
in.
else do I got? My origin stories that will be coming back soon as well. I'm looking forward to that.
excellent. I am too.
So that's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
wait a minute! I will be on Jeff's show every week too.
There you go.
Sunday at was it 9:00?
Yeah, 9:05. But yeah,
Sunday
9
at
o'clock. normally.
9:05. We will be there.
Nice.
What's it called again?
The Extreme Nerd Table.
The Extreme Nerd Table.
It used to, it mutated into that. It used to be called something else.
It's entertaining. I definitely, when I get time, I try to show up for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's cool, man. If you don't either, Anthony
I
always
love
gets it. I love it, dude. Have you seen his new thumbnail, man? Daryl, my head on the rock's body. Look how small my head is.
Yes.
Too funny. And see, this is the best thing about this whole thing, you guys. It's like family, community. We're all loving and sharing the same kind of things, no matter what it is. It's excellent.
Yep.
You guys are awesome.
Can I just say one other thing too, real quick?
Absolutely,
And then I promise I'll shut up.
No, you're good.
The last 2 years, and I want to say again another shout out to Puff Comics 83.
Yes,
Sean invited me on his show, and a few years ago, before that, I used to ask people if they would do some collaborations. No one ever would.
Really?
Sean kind of opened the door for me, and
awesome.
Sean's the man. And
Yes,
because of Sean, he's opened the door to so many people in this community, and especially during this last 2 years with the pandemic, being so much quarantine because weak immune system and all that. It's made a huge world of good for me. Sean, thank you, and you guys, thank you.
Oh, absolutely. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Sean's the bomb. Sorry.
Yeah,
I love Sean.
Yeah.
And he knows it. When I come down to Florida, it's going to be one big party. That's all I got to say.
Trust me. We know.
Being able to do that and hang out with the Florida crew.
So bad.
Jeff,
no idea.
You are my Florida crew, buddy.
Yeah. I'm going to put,
Jeff's going to provide the entertainment because he knows a lot of the lady folk in places where we can
Ooh, that'd be fun. Just as long as it's redhead, I'm good.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
The queen will be good. Trust me. Yeah, you guys are awesome. So, all right, stick around, Daryl. Don't go anywhere. We got an after party thing here, really quick. Jeff has got to show everybody something. Yeah, that book. I love you, Jeff. And I love you, Deuce and Daryl. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And here we go. Let's get this lined up. Wow. All right. So, YouTube community, comic book community, thank you so much for being here on another The Nerdy Collective. Please go check out my guest down below, Daryl. Go check out his last 3 shows that he did. Go check them out. Go check out his channel. Go subscribe, share them out, please. And Daryl, thank you so much. Deuce, thank you very much. And Jeff, thank you so much. You guys are my brothers.
My pleasure.
YouTube community.
I got you.
Peace, love, blessed be. And we'll see you on the next Nerdy Collective with some more special guests. Trust me, you're going to like it. So stick around.
Bye.